And in this video, we'll be doing level 6 to 7. Let's get started. The password for the next level is stored somewhere on the server and has all of the following properties. It is owned by the user Bandit7, owned by the group Bandit6, and is 33 bytes in size. So why don't we use that man page and learn more about the find command, specifically about user, which I believe I had talked about last time. I'm going to use the N button so that I can hopefully speed up the process of searching for information about this. Okay, well, there we go. User. File is owned by user and the user name. So that is useful. What about the group? Why don't we do a/group? Press that N. Why don't we go up a bit. There it is. Awesome. The group G name. So we have the group option and the user option, right? So why don't we get going on it, right? I want to read that user part one more time just because it's convenient. And here, by the way, is where I found that size information from last episode. So when you're looking at size, you have your C for bytes, W for 2-byte words. You got kilobytes, megabytes, or megabytes, and gigabytes. So yeah, user. Okay, so let's do this. We could do a find. We could do maybe why don't we actually do a CD? Why don't we do one of those? ls. Okay. Or if we CD into Bandit6, you'll see where I'm going with this. There's nothing. So yeah. Okay, so why don't we do a find? We could do a -type f. We could do a -user Bandit7. We could do a -group Bandit6. We could do a -size 33C. Okay. Why don't we do a cd ... and try again just to cover our bases here. Whoa. Okay. Well, that is a lot. But if you see here, we have something that looks fairly interesting. We have this one line that doesn't have a permission denied. So why don't we try to clean this up a little bit? All right. We could do this, and then we could do a second channel. So let's learn a little bit. So when it comes to outputs, we have two different kinds of outputs. We have standard output and standard error. Now, standard output looks like this, and you may recognize this. Whenever I would use the echo command in order to put my passwords in a file, what you are doing is taking echo and you are taking the standard output of that command and its argument and options, and you are going to output that into a file in standard output, right? And this, or even I guess you could do technically a 1, I believe, is standard output. Standard error is specifically for error messages, right? For example, right here, you have this colon, and then you have this permission denied error message. So what we could do is do a 2-channel, right? This is a channel, basically, and this channel is going to direct all of these standard error, and we could do the trash can, basically, of Linux is what we're going to do, which is /dev/null. This is basically the trash can. And if you do that, what you are doing is basically saying, hey, take all of the garbage that has permissions in it and just throw it in the trash and just leave us the rest. And that is what we've got. Look at that. So why don't we cat this? We could do a cat ./var/lib/d the package /info /bandit7 dot password. Why don't we read through that? cat./var /lib /the package /info /bandit7 dot password. And bam, we've got our password. So yeah, that was not too bad. And that finishes this level. We learned a bit. We learned a lot more about find, and we used all of our combined knowledge about find. We didn't use everything there is. There is a lot more. So don't be afraid to do your research. That is a big deal. But yeah, we learned a lot about this find command, which is good because it's a big deal. We learned about channels and standard output and standard error. And we learned about the trash bucket of Linux. So awesome. I think that was a successful video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.